Hey creeps, my name is Cameron and welcome to Library Macabre, where I talk about books, movies, writing, and all things spooky. And today, I'm here to unbox some books. For the past several weeks, I've had a few packages piling up, so I thought, why not unbox them here on camera? I have several different packages to look at. I have the new Nightworms package, which includes the newest Stephen King book, which I'm so excited for. I also have an order from World of Books USA and a promotional box for the new Darcy Coates book, which I've not looked at yet. I don't know what's in that box, but I'm very excited to see. And I also have a package from a viewer, so I'm going to start with this one. This package is from Laura. She was super kind and sent me an email saying that she watched my latest Goosebumps video where I said that I didn't have a certain book in the Give Yourself Goosebumps series, and she told me that she did have a copy and she would be willing to send it to me. So thank you so much, Laura. So here we go. Oh, nice. Looks like she wrapped it up for me. And this is book number 16 in the Give Yourself Goosebumps series. This one is called Secret Agent Grandma. And I remember reading this back when I was in elementary school. My teacher actually had it in her classroom, but I was never able to find a copy for myself. So now we have a really nice copy. So thank you so much, Laura. I truly appreciate it. This is one of the big gaps in my Goosebumps collection that I somehow didn't have. So thank you so much. Next, we have my World of Books USA order. Now, I have never ordered from World of Books before, so I do not know what to expect here. I have ordered from Thrift Books and other sites like that, and it's always hit or miss. You never know what you're gonna get. These are all UK point horror books, and all of these were listed as being either in very good condition or like new. I don't know if they're actually gonna live up to that, but we'll see. All right, so the first one I see here is Night of the Toxic Slime, which is a book in the Mutant point horror series. This is in beautiful shape. This is brand new looking. This was actually listed as being in very good condition. I would say this is in like new condition, easy. And it's also a first printing, which I wasn't sure if it was gonna be. I have been wanting to collect this entire series for the longest time. I do have one other book in the series, which is called Fly Blown, but I've always wanted this one because look at that. That is awesome. Oh, I am so happy this came in nice shape. It looks beautiful. So far so good. Ooh, let's hope it can live up. All right, so next we have Crawlers, which is, it looks to be a library edition. It was not listed as being a library edition, so I'm a little upset about that. It does have this like plastic cover on it, which is taped on the inside, but this was listed as being in like new condition, and the library stickers are not acceptable. So hopefully I can get a refund for this one. And lastly, we have the Point Horror Diane Ho Special Edition hardcover. And this looks to be in beautiful shape. And this is also a first printing. So overall, not too bad. And I do have one other book that I ordered from them, but for some reason it hasn't arrived yet. So I'm gonna have to open that one separate, but mostly pretty satisfied. Hopefully the other book comes in nice shape, but this was a lot better than I was even anticipating. Next up, we're gonna break into my March Nightworms package. I've been so excited for this. As I said, it includes the latest Stephen King book. That one is called Later, and I've been hearing some really great things about it so far. As always, they have the nice little pull tab. Makes it really easy to open. All right, this actually has a hardcover book, which I wasn't expecting. But first, we're gonna look at the goodie package. It says, "Danger, keep out." I am not gonna keep out. I'm opening this. All right, awesome. This is great. So we have a caramel apple tea. This sounds delicious. I cannot wait to drink this. I love caramel apple and I love tea. So it's combining two of my favorite things. This is from Leaf and Lumos. They have some really great teas. I've had several of their teas before and they're always really good. And I always like the artwork on their teas as well. Next we have a Nightworms magnet, which of course I'm gonna put on my book cart. This is a sticker that says Chat Cemetery, a Stephen King podcast. Definitely gonna have to check that out. We also have a shining sticker that says, "I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in," which is pretty awesome. And of course, we have our bookmark designed by the inksmith. All right, time to get into the books. So, of course, first off, we have the newest Stephen King book. This is called Later. Of course, this is published by Hard Case Crime, so it goes really, really well with some of his other books that he's had published by them. The synopsis reads, "Sometimes growing up means facing your demons. The son of a struggling single mother, Jamie Conklin just wants an ordinary childhood. But Jamie is no ordinary child. Born with an unnatural ability, his mom urges him to keep secret. Jamie can see what no one else can see, and learn what no one else can learn. But the cost of using this ability is higher than Jamie can imagine, as he discovers when an NYPD detective draws him into the pursuit of a killer who has threatened to strike from beyond the grave. Later is Stephen King at his finest, a terrifying and touching story of innocence lost and the trials that test our sense of right and wrong. With echoes of King's classic novel It, Later is a powerful, haunting, unforgettable exploration of what it takes to stand up to the evil in all the faces it wears." That sounds so good. It actually gives me a lot of Firestarter vibes as well. And also, look at that. It's a short Stephen King book. Can't wait to read this. And lastly, we have the hardcover book, which is called The Sanatorium. This is by Sarah Pearse, and it was featured in Reese's Book Club, which is really interesting. It says an absolutely splendid gothic thriller. Buzzwords. Oh, cool. We also have a signed bookplate. Very nice. Half hidden by forest and overshadowed by threatening peaks, Lay Summit has always been a sinister place. Long plagued by troubling rumors, the former abandoned sanatorium has since been renovated into a 5-star minimalist hotel. All right, here we go. An imposing, isolated getaway spot in the Swiss Alps is the last place Ellen Warner wants to be. But Ellen's taken time off from her job as a detective, and when her estranged brother Isaac and his fiancée Lori invite her to celebrate their engagement at the hotel, Ellen really has no reason not to accept. Arriving in the midst of a threatening storm, Ellen immediately feels on edge. There's something about the hotel that makes her nervous, and when they wake the following morning to discover Lori is missing, Ellen must trust her instincts if they hope to find her. With the storm closing off all access to the hotel, the longer Lori stays missing, the more the remaining guests. Oh shit, that scared the shit out of me. I have two cameras, and this other one likes to shut off at random points, and it makes this clicking sound. It scared me to death. I've never jumped so high in my life, and I don't get scared. That really surprised me. Ellen is under pressure to find Lori, but no one has yet realized that another woman has gone missing, and she's the only one who could have warned them just how much danger they are all in. This sounds really, really good. And here in Ohio, we're like in spring, full force. So I'm gonna have to probably save this for next winter because I do not feel like reading a snowy isolation book right now, but it sounds really good. All right, so that is my March Nightworms package, and I just want to say thank you so much to Sadie and Ashley for sending this along for me to unbox. If you would like to subscribe to the Nightworms, you can use my code MOVIE5 to get an additional 5% off your already discounted subscription. So when you subscribe to the Nightworms, not buy a one-off, you have to actually subscribe, you get 5% off. When you use my code, you get an additional 5% off. They do amazing work over at Nightworms. Every single month is like a Halloween version of Christmas. It's great, and I highly, highly recommend it. Next up, I have this big, giant, bulky promotional box for the latest Darcy Coates book. So Darcy Coates is an author who writes a lot of like gothic, spooky, haunted house stories, and this is going to be the first book in her newest series. The book is called The Whispering Dead. All right, so let's break in. This was very nicely sent to me by Source Books, the publisher, and wow, this is really cool. This is actually the first promotional package I've ever gotten. Of course, I've received many books for review and big boxes of books for review, but I've never had something quite this official. So this says Darcy Coates Realty, fixer-uppers with a little something extra. Very, very cool. So by the little something extra, I'm guessing that means ghosts. This is so cool. So here we have a little pamphlet. It's actually a catalog going over all of Darcy Coates' books. This is very helpful because I would like to collect all of her books, and I have most of them, but I'm still missing a few, so it's nice to have this to use as kind of like a checklist. We have a few different pamphlets here, just promotional info going over the newest book. This is all stuff that's going to have a very happy place in my library. Oh my gosh, look at this. This is awesome. All right, so we have a few buttons. These are buttons for other Darcy Coates books. So we have The Whispering Dead, The Haunting of Ashburn House, Voices in the Snow, and The Haunting of Lee Harker. I haven't heard of that one before. Maybe that's a new book. I am also seeing that we have coffee, which is awesome because I love coffee. This is from Death Wish Coffee Company. Look at that. That is a big old pack of coffee. This is gonna come in handy. We also have a Whispering Dead candle. Look at that. This is freaking cool, guys. I love that. Oh man, this is all gonna look great in my library. And of course, we have The Whispering Dead, the book. This is actually my advanced reader's copy, so I'm going to be putting this pretty high up on my TBR so I can get it read before the release date. The synopsis says, she hears them whispering. Homeless, hunted, and desperate to escape a bitter storm, Kira takes refuge in an abandoned groundskeeper cottage. Her new home is tucked away at the edge of a cemetery, surrounded on all sides by gravestones, some recent, some hundreds of years old, all suffering from neglect. And in the darkness, she can hear the unquiet dead whispering. The cemetery is alive with faint, spectral shapes, led by a woman who died before her time. And Kira, the only person who can see her, has become her new target. Determined to help put the ghost to rest, Kira digs into the spirit's past life with the help of an unlikely new friend and discovers a history of deception, ill-fated love, and murder. But the past is not as simple as it seems, and Kira's time is running out. Tangled in a dangerous web, she has to find a new way to free the spirit, even if it means offering her own life in return. So this will be coming out on May 4th, 2021. Hopefully I can get it read for you guys and reviewed before then. All right, there you go. I hope you had as much fun with that as I did. That was a blast. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a like down below. And if you are new here, you can subscribe for weekly videos all about horror books, horror movies, and just all things spooky. Thank you all again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Library Macabre. Later, creeps.